Hi, my name is Sophie. I am so grateful to be here today to talk to you a little bit about essential oils and motherhood, all parts of motherhood from before with infertility to during pregnancy to after pregnancy and beyond. Essential oils can absolutely be an amazing tool to have at your disposal no matter which part of that journey you're on. So I want to thank the Birth Center for having me here today. I was a birth center client myself back in 2018. If you're on the fence, take another tour, get your questions answered. And just from my own personal experience, I felt incredibly empowered about my birth being a part of that community. It's a great, great place to be. So, you guys, I need to tell you, I am not here to diagnose or treat or prescribe anything to you. I am just here and to tell my story, to tell you, the journey that I've been on. If you can relate to that in any way and you want to ask me questions, please don't hesitate to message me. I am Sophie Joe on Facebook. You should be able to find me. I'm sure I'm tagged in this video somewhere. Or comment and I'll reply to you. So thank you for being here, and I hope that you learned something today. I will be covering a little bit about what essential oils are and ways to use them all throughout motherhood. So I am, again, my name is Sophie. I'm a mom of 3. We live just a little south of Bloomington, my husband and I, on a little farm, and it's been an amazing journey. It's been a difficult journey at times, but we're so grateful to be here. And I know that everything that has happened in my life has shaped me in a way to be here right now speaking to you. So my journey with motherhood started 7 years ago, and I was diagnosed with PCOS. And upon getting a diagnosis, any diagnosis for infertility, I just didn't, I wasn't given answers. I was told that it could be genetic, that it could be my diet, and none of the, reasons, which I wasn't given any reasons, but possibilities, none of the possibilities given to me were that it could be my environment, which I would argue, based on where I'm at now and what I know now and looking back, that was the most important factor, was the environment I was in. But I just felt broken. And I felt like a piece of me had been taken away that I clung to for my entire life. I was supposed to be a mom. It was extremely difficult. And of course, I wish I knew back then what I know now. But I am grateful for the experience to be able to be here today. And as unqualified as I often feel with my journey, I know that I would have wanted somebody to share with me what I get to share with you. So, I was able to get pregnant with, I call my my Clomid babies. For those of you that have PCOS, you may be familiar with Clomid. It is a reproductive drug that you take to help you ovulate and make a baby. So I had 2 pregnancies with that, using the help of my OB and the sweetest little girls ever, who are now 5 and 5.5 and 3. And it wasn't until I was newly pregnant with my second child, I was very stressed. We were moving. I had just decided to be a stay-at-home mom. It was a big adjustment. I decided to get involved with essential oils, and I would not have thought that I would be here today when I started that journey 4 years ago. But here I am. Anyway, being pregnant, started to research, well, can I use these during pregnancy? Can I use these? I had a natural birth with my first child, and I wanted a natural birth with my second. So I started to research essential oils for that. And sure enough, there were essential oils that I could use to support my journey there. But I was a big skeptic. My background is in science. I was a science teacher. And so the first thing that I was doing when I was looking, of course, I thought they were just good smells to help with the stress I was experiencing. The first thing that I would do was research, scientific journals on essential oils. And sure enough, there is a lot of scientific journals out there on the use of essential oils. And as I started to learn more, as I started to get involved in this community, which is an amazing community, I learned that, well, maybe there are things in my home that I should take a closer look at. My cleaners, my personal care products, candles was the first thing that I got rid of. And I started to, over the course of a year, I started to get rid of those things and replace them with more plant-based. Essential oils are made from plant-based products. And I was 9 months postpartum with my second child when we decided that maybe we should start trying for a third, because it always takes a little while. Well, always. The 2 times that we were able to get pregnant, it took a while. We needed drugs to make it happen. I was still breastfeeding. And I said, okay, well, this is literally what I told him. I said, okay, honey, I'm going to, I've got these essential oils. I've got this essential oil infused supplement. I'm going to just use those and we'll see what happens. And of course, when it doesn't work, and that's literally what I said. I said, when it doesn't work, I'll know that I need to get back on the medicine when I'm done breastfeeding. And so I used those products and we got pregnant that month. As you can imagine, much to my surprise, I never imagined after my diagnosis that I would have the experience of trying to get pregnant and peeing on that stick and seeing a positive pregnancy test the first try. I believe I was in shock. But of course, grateful. How can you describe all of the emotions that go into that? And now we have a beautiful little boy who is not quite 2. So I just want to tell any of you who may be going through an infertility diagnosis that there is hope, and that, continue to advocate for yourself. Continue to ask questions. Continue to dig. And of course, you can always message me and ask me anything you'd like. So beyond that, of course, I told you that I use them during pregnancy. I use them during birth. I also use them heavily postpartum. My breastfeeding experience, I really needed it. And I experienced some postpartum anxiety, which I was using some amazing essential oil infused supplements and oils themselves for as well. So what I want you to get from this, while I can't go into each aspect of pregnancy and birth and postpartum, is that they absolutely can be an amazing tool. They are more than just good smells. And if you have an inner critic, an inner skeptic, I'm your girl. I'm the one to talk to, because still today, 4 years later, I will be skeptical about something and have my mind end up being blown by it. But you don't know until you ask. You don't know until you step into that realm. And especially as somebody who experienced infertility, I know I was desperate to find something that was going to help me. I could talk forever about it. Of course I won't. But I hope that gives you an idea of the different ways that you can use them. Breastfeeding journey. I had intense, I would call it chronic clogged ducts when I was breastfeeding. At least 1 a week, if not 2 or more. Mastitis several times. It's an incredible tool at your disposal to have these available. And they're not the end all be all, but they're an amazing support. So if you're interested in learning more about essential oils, there's a couple things that you really need to know. 1, quality is everything. Quality is everything. Essential oils are not regulated. You can look it up for yourself. The FDA does not regulate them, which means that essential oils sold on Amazon or in Target or TJ Maxx can say they're 100% pure essential oil, and they're in fact not. There's lots of different ways that essential oils can be, adulterated. So ultimately, no matter what your essential oils you're choosing, you don't want to be putting more harm on your body assuming it's good. So know the company, know the source. I would encourage you, I use Young Living. I advocate for Young Living. I sell Young Living. I would encourage you to go to seedtoseal.com to take a look at them and their standards. They've been around for 26 years, pioneering the movement. Just from my skeptic's brain, everything that I've been shown over the 4 years of being with this company has gone above and beyond my expectations. No pesticides, that they are truly beyond that. They are truly just 100% pure. They do charitable work. I mean, I could get into that, but I won't. So just know your source, trust the quality, and two, make sure you have support. Make sure you have somebody who's going to make you feel supported along your journey, who is there for you, wants to be there for you, wants to find the resources for you, because when you first start, it's incredibly intimidating. I mean, there's so much to know, and how do I use them safely, and what's the difference between diffusing and applying topically, and well, can I use that on my baby? Can I, there's all kinds of questions that you are going to have if you're new to this. So make sure that you have the support that makes you feel confident and comfortable to put these essential oils to work for your family. So those two things, quality and support, are everything. Of course, I do have a free Facebook group for you if you'd like to join. It is facebook.com/groups/DIY healthy lifestyle. And we share all kinds of tips and tricks in there. You'll see me in there a lot, especially with motherhood stuff. That's my arena. And if you choose to go beyond that and take your journey further, I do have a specialty group that has more focused attention on essential oils and motherhood, and guest speakers and all kinds of amazing support in there. So feel free to join that group. Feel free to ask me questions. And I hope that this was helpful to you. I know that I can't give you a lot of specific information today. That's not my role. My role is to support you, to point you in the right direction. Of course, I have a lot of experience and a lot of, I can answer a lot of your questions, and help you to feel empowered. But that's not my role here today on this video. My role is to just share with you the journey that I've been on, and that many, many, many other women and men have been on, and to hopefully help you step into that in whatever capacity you feel comfortable, to know that yes, essential oils are indeed as amazing as people rave about them. So I hope you take that journey, and I hope you tell me more about it, and that you see whatever you're searching for. I hope that you find it. Essential oils are not, of course, but my jam is the oils, and it just brings me so much joy to help people on that journey, help them achieve the results they're looking for. So, all right, that's all I have for you today. If you have further questions, I am Sophie Joe on Facebook. I'm sure I'm tagged in this video. Again, you can comment and message me, and however you want to reach out to me, I will be there. And I hope you all have an amazing week, and enjoy all the other speakers that are going to be presenting for the Birth Center. Thank you so much for having me, and have a great day. Bye, guys.